Kern County Sheriffs Office was set to lose two of its facilities last Saturday, but instead of shutting the doors, both the Ridgecrest jail and the Buttonwillow substation will remain open for now. 23 ABC's Brandon Johansson tells us how important the Ridgecrest facility is to that city.
Tim and Jackie, the Ridgecrest jail just behind me was supposed to close. The city of Ridgecrest is slightly removed from other parts of Kern County. It's over 100 miles from Bakersfield and over 50 miles from Mojave. And if the Ridgecrest jail were to close down, that's where inmates would have to go.
We book over 1,200 people a year, 900 at this facility and another 200 and something at the CRF in Bakersfield. Well, now that full 1,200 is going to has to go somewhere.
If the jail closed, a Ridgecrest officer would have to transport each of those 1,200 inmates to one of those places, taking an officer off the street for an extended amount of time.
A few hours to Mojave and back after you book, and then, a minimum of 4 to 5 hours to Bakersfield.
With a total of 32 officers in the police department and usually 3 or 4 patrolling the street at one time, having to transport inmates out of town would get complicated.
Certain classifications you can't transport together. So you could have 2, 3, 4 cars going at once. You might be down to just a couple officers on the street in the whole valley.
I'd like to introduce a couple of people here.
The jail was set to close this past Saturday, but a last-second effort at a special meeting allowed Ridgecrest citizens to plead to Kern County Sheriff Donnie Youngblood and convince him to delay the potential closure until July 1st.
He listened to us. He didn't have to, but he did. And that means a lot.
The mayor says that the city of Ridgecrest has stepped up to try to keep their jail.
We've even had the public come up and say, gee, we'd be willing to form an assessment district. We'd be willing to make donations. We'll do. Because having the jail here is kind of important to us.
After seeing her city fight for their jail, she's confident it will stay open in Ridgecrest for the foreseeable future.
Whether we work together with public, private, or the city, it's going to happen.
And as we approach that July 1st closure date, be sure to updates. In Ridgecrest, Brandon Johansson, 23 ABC.